Structure influences behavior, though how often do you actually hear people say that behavior influences structure? It's very much like a chicken and egg scenario. You can't have one without the other. And I'm going to try and demonstrate this with a model that's repurposed from an article written by Rebecca Niles and Christina Wild while they were with Leverage Networks. So we begin with the article is about teacher cheating, which was prevalent in the news a few years ago. There's currently an actual set of test scores, and that set of test scores that are currently being produced in the education system are the result of some activity in a construct or a context that's existing. And someone decides that the actual test scores are not satisfactory. They desire them to be higher than they are. So the difference between these two states is actually creates a gap, and the gap is the impetus for actions to improve student capability, which over time will improve the test scores. So you have a goal-seeking structure that's created because of the difference between the actual test scores and the desired test scores. Now, the difficulty here, or part of the difficulty, lies in that any time that we create a gap, we want to try and resolve it through some manner. And in this case, the resolution is through actions to improve student capability, though notice that there's a delay. It takes time to actually accomplish this. So at the same time that this is happening, there's another goal-seeking structure that's actually established, which that gap provides an impetus or a pressure to revise the goals and actually reduce the desired test scores. The situation is much akin to at New Year's resolution, you decide you want to lose 25 pounds and you lose 10 pounds and then you plateau and it gets difficult and you decide that 10 pounds is enough so that you've reduced the desired objective, which essentially eliminates the gap so that there's no more discrepancy between where you are and where you want, so there's no tension. So one needs to be aware that this other structure is established anytime you create a goal-seeking structure that takes some amount of time to resolve. Additionally, the gap and the pressure to revise the goals, there's a pressure to actually measure what's easy to measure, which will reduce this pressure and reduce the desired situation, the desired test scores, so that also will end up removing the tension created by the gap. So you've got two balancing loops that tend to diminish the potential of accomplishing what you really set out to accomplish. Additionally, because of the time it takes to pursue this desired result, oftentimes the powers that be establish threat of punishment and promise of reward, trying to create a sense of urgency to cause this to happen. And certain things take time to happen. 9 women can't have a baby in 1 month. It just physically doesn't work that way. Though, and as Senge said in The Fifth Discipline, the harder you push on the system, the harder it pushes back. And this is essentially pushing on the system. And what typically results is those people who feel threatened because of that pressure will find ways to actually figure out how to attain the goal. And in this case, teacher cheating actually improves the goal, improves the actual test scores, which then reduces the gap and they've achieved the intent. I have seen numerous instances where people are amazingly creative when they want to be to achieve the target goals that are set out as numbers, and the unintended or side effects or consequences, the manner in which they actually end up achieving those goals, actually makes the situation worse. It doesn't actually accomplish anything except attaining the numbers that were desired. So the idea is beware when you establish goals. It's appropriate to recognize the nature of the environment that is created, and that it actually takes consistent intent to accomplish things. You can't press on some things and get them to happen in a shorter period of time. So I hope you found this interesting and provide a sense of, because of the behavior creating a structure and the structure inducing behavior, the two of them are interwoven, or they're the flip sides of a coin. Seldom or can you actually find one without the other, where the structure influences behavior, and in some amount of time that structure and the behavior will alter the structure if it's not conducive to the behavior that's acting within the structure. Consider the way that the riverbanks constrain the flow of the river until there is a flood, and that flood actually redefines where the riverbanks are. The two are connected, though because of the time separation between the activities, it's often not realized. So hope you found this of some interest, and I'll see you in another musing soon. Bye.